What is taxable income? Today I've got Sam Neff, CFP, President and Director of Financial Planning, to cover that for us today. So, Sam, let's dive into taxable income.
Thanks, Aaron. Yeah, we get this question a lot from families we serve, and simply put, taxable income is just the portion of your gross income used to calculate your federal tax owed. So there's a lot of different common types of taxable income. Some of them can be treated differently in how they're taxed, but these are the rules of the road to what ends up on that portion of your 1040 tax return. So for most folks that we see, things like wages, salaries, tips, and bonuses are the main things that you're going to see as taxable income on your tax return. We'll get all sorts of different questions about how withholding works on those types of items, but effectively, all of those get put together and create the same marginal tax rate for you. So we'll hear from some people that bonuses are treated differently than salaries and wages, and it's just simply not true. It's all part of the same pool. But it does create a lot of confusion for the folks that we talk to and serve. Other portions of things that are common taxable income types that we see often are things like interest from your bank account, dividends if you do some sort of investing in accounts that are not your retirement accounts. Interest, unless it's some sort of tax-free interest investment vehicle, that's going to be treated just like income that you earned from a normal job. Dividends, however, can have a lot of different treatment if they're qualified or if it's just a non-qualified dividend. So really, really important to understand how those affect your tax return as you look into them. But on a high level view, those are types of taxable income that we commonly see on people's return. Um, the other one that we see a lot of are capital gains, right? So people will hear the word capital gain and they're not quite sure what that means. Anything held under 365 days is going to be short term capital gain, and it's going to be treated from a tax perspective exactly like a wage that you earned from a job that you have. Long term, those can be taxed differently at a lower rate depending on what your income looks like. Um, but where people get hung up with a lot of questions on things about what they can do with their fund is what is taxable income and what isn't. And so those are the types of things that will be considered taxable income. If you bought a stock at $10 and you sold it at $11, we have folks that are sometimes afraid that they're going to get taxed on all $11, but it's just that $1 of growth that's going to make its way onto your tax return. So, from a taxable income perspective, it's really important, Aaron, that we make sure we know where it's coming from, that we understand certain ways that we can potentially suppress how much of that makes it back to our 1040, right? So, if you're someone that's a dividend investor because you love the fact that a company spits out a dividend, probably best to place it inside of a retirement account that is in a tax deferred vehicle that doesn't make it onto your income statement for your 1040. But there's a lot of things to unpack with your taxable income. Basically, you just want to look at everything that goes into creating what's known as your adjusted gross income. Those are all the items that you'll see on your 1040. I'm sure a member of our talented team is sharing one of those 1040s right now as I speak through this. But those are the things that we would consider when we're talking about taxable income. Aaron, is there anything you'd add to that?
No, you nailed it. You just at the end mentioned adjusted gross income. So there is another term for taxable income on your 1040, and there's a calculation to get that. So it's your adjusted gross income minus your standard deduction or itemizations. That helps us calculate your taxable income for all of the planning topics that we do here at FEG. So if you really want a review, if you want to know how taxes play out in retirement and your life after work and why they're very important to pay attention to, reach out to us, 800-928-4001. You can go to talk to FEG at yourlifeafterwork.com and ask us any questions that you may have. And if you're ready to come in for your complimentary next steps meeting, where we'll take 90 minutes to look at your specific situation, give you things to think about today, things to think about in the future, and if we decide to partner together, a written plan for what FEG will do for you and your family, we're more than happy to help you scan that QR code to get that meeting set up. Thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed day.